Celine, are you there? I have some huge news that I just have to tell you right now. Xavier and I got married! Can you believe it?
Wait, what? Cassidy, what are you talking about? What do you mean that you and Xavier are married now?
I knew that it would shock you. But now this means that I can finally have my dream life of being a housewife. I won't ever have to have a job or work, and I'll just get to hang out at home all day. It'll be so amazing.
But you can't really be serious about this, right? Cass, please tell me that this is some kind of prank that you're pulling on me?
What do you mean? You do remember just who I'm talking about, don't you? I'm talking about the same Xavier that you were married to, but then I stole him away from you and you've been all alone ever since, remember?
But I mean, I haven't heard from you at all since you did that to me. It's been 3 whole years since we last talked. And I had no idea that you and Xavier were still together at all, but I guess you two are married now? I really just didn't see this coming today at all, if I'm being honest.
Well, I just wanted to say that I really am sorry for what I did back then. But I remember when I did, you kept trying to bug us with all your fake threats about suing us for seeing each other while you and him were still married. Do you remember how mad you were? I mean, you were blowing up my phone so much that I finally went and got myself a new number. But now that 3 years have passed, so have the statute of limitations for you being able to sue us. So I figured it was safe to finally reach out to you again.
So basically, you were just hiding from me so that you wouldn't have to be punished for what you did? That's why you didn't talk to me for 3 whole years? All because it was still part of your plan to get away with stealing my husband from me?
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. When you put it like that, it makes me sound really bad. I mean, I think it's kind of clever on my part, to be honest. I planned it out, looked up the laws, and I was able to steal your husband right from under your nose and get away with it, too. I don't have to pay you a dime either. I basically pulled off the perfect heist.
And in the meantime, you ruined countless relationships, not just my marriage, but even our own relationship, Cass. But if you're reaching out to me to tell me this, I wonder if you've also told Jeremy, who you were dating, before you got with Xavier?
Jeremy? Oh, whoa, I totally forgot about him! Man, you have a really good memory, sis. Do you know that? I mean, he had completely fallen off the map for me, if I'm being perfectly honest.
You're kidding me. You and him were together for so long before you did what you did to us both.
Yeah, sure, but that's all in the past now, and I don't really have to dwell on all the men I've ever seen in my life. Especially a loser like him. Just why do you think I traded up to get your husband from you instead? I mean, I didn't even save his number when I got my new phone, so I certainly haven't told him about Javi and I's marriage.
How could you say that about such a nice man? I thought he was really lovely. If anyone is the loser, it's you for ditching such a nice man to steal your own sister's husband. I still don't get how you could do that to me and Jeremy. You really are just horrible. Do you know that? Why did you even bother reaching out to me after all this time?
Now it all comes out. I knew that you were still sore about this. Oh man, it really is funny watching you get so upset over a text. You're just mad because you are outsmarted by your little sister and abandoned by your husband. Admit it.
What is even the point of this conversation? What do you want? Did you just want to reach out to me to make me upset and insult me?
Of course not. I just wanted to let you know that Javi and I are still together. The real thing that I wanted to bring to you about is that he's working for a huge company right now and I don't have to do a thing. Just think about it. If you were still married to Javi, then you could be living my life. But you aren't. I remember when I was with Jeremy, he had just transferred out of his old job to some new one at a really lame place. They weren't even going to pay him that much, but he wanted it for the vacation time that he would get. I knew then that I could never be with a man who didn't have the same ambitions as me.
But you know that Jeremy's old job was really hard on him. I mean, you were always complaining about how late he worked. There were even times when he collapsed on the job because of how exhausted he was. Of course he would want something with more time off. And just what ambitions are you talking about? You literally just want to marry rich so you don't have to do any work.
You have no idea what it was like being with Jeremy. Besides, if I'm not going to be with a man who doesn't make a lot of money, then there's just no point in being with him at all. And just what is wrong with my ambitions? Everyone knows that a woman's place is in the house anyways. I just so happened to want to make sure that my house was a really nice one and that I would never have to worry about money again.
You really are just delusional. Do you know that?
Don't be mad at me just because I saw what I wanted and took it. I know the real reason you're upset is because you knew that Javi had this potential in him and I stole him from you. Ever since then, you've had to go out and look for another rich man. I was lucky since you went out and did all the hard work of finding him for me. And now I have a husband with a bright, bright future ahead of him, and I won't ever have to worry about a thing in my life again.
Is that really all you think a marriage is about? How much money your husband makes? I mean, is that the only reason that you and Xavier have been together this long?
I am not even going to begin to try and describe to you the level of strategy and planning that I'm operating on. My mind is like an enigma that you couldn't even begin to unravel. But it certainly does help that I'm the cute younger sister. You might have been okay as a housewife, but I certainly look better doing it.
You know, when I was with Xavier, anytime I asked him to help around the house or said anything that he saw as a complaint, he would always yell at me. He would get upset and told me that I was lucky to have him and that I should just shut up and go along with what he wanted.
Well, he never ever treats me like that. Probably because he sees me as his beautiful bride and not like the maid that you were to him. He even gives me plenty of spending money whenever I ask for it.
Oh, well, good for you then, Cass.
Oh, come on, don't be upset just because my life is so much better than yours. I know that your life really sucks right now, but I'm sure that it'll get better one day when you find the right person. But until then, just know that I'm loving my life with your ex-husband.
You really think that my life sucks right now? What is that supposed to mean?
Oh, please. You don't have to pretend like it isn't true for my sake. I mean, you had it all. You were living the housewife's dream, and then I took it from you. Then you had no home, no job, no nothing. I completely ruined your whole life. And it's only been 3 years. I'm sure that your life is still in complete shambles ever since I did what I did to you.
Well, you really shouldn't be making those kinds of assumptions because I'm actually in the best place that I've ever been. So I'm glad that you took Xavier from me because now I'm able to live how I want and I'm really enjoying life. Anyways, if you could not waste my time with stupid texts like this, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, Celine, what is the matter with you? Why aren't you responding to me at all? I sent you a bunch of pictures from my wedding and you haven't said a single word to me.
Well, yeah, I asked you to stop talking to me, remember? So why would I respond to you if I had already told you that I didn't want to talk to you?
But you don't get it. I don't have anyone else that I can brag about this to. Everyone still remembers that I stole Javi from you, so nobody wanted to help us celebrate our wedding. Even when I tried showing photos to my friends, the messages were just left on not delivered, so I think a bunch of people have blocked me. Even our parents haven't said anything to me. You're the only person that I can talk to about this at all.
Right. Well, if everyone else has blocked you, maybe I should just go ahead and do the same thing then.
Wait, no, you can't do that. I mean, if I don't have you to talk to, then who am I supposed to brag about my amazing life to? Please, you can't do this. Even though it was small, it really was an amazing wedding. You have to be there so that I can send you messages about how great my life is. Don't you want to hear about just how amazing my wedding was?
What are you even talking about, Cassidy?
I'm talking about how now that Javi and I are married, we're going to move in together and he's already gotten this really huge, amazing condo, and I want to brag to people about it and they're blocking me.
And just why on earth do you think that I would want to subject myself to any of that coming from you? I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised about your wedding. I really didn't know that many people had blocked you over this.
Well, they all just make assumptions about my marriage, all because it's your ex-husband. That's why I told Javi that he had to make sure that our wedding was even better than the one that you two had. I thought that if it was this huge, even that a bunch of people would show up, but nobody did. But a bunch of Javi's family and friends showed up, so that was nice of them at least.
Wow, that would honestly really depress the hell out of me if I didn't have my loved ones at my wedding.
Well, I wasn't sad in the slightest. I mean, it just meant that there was more room and food for everyone else to enjoy themselves. Who cares if none of my family or friends were there?
Do you really feel that way? You don't have to pretend for me. I really don't care either way.
Of course I feel that way. It was a great wedding, and now I finally get to live my dream life of being a housewife. I don't have to work, and I can do fun stuff around the house all day, like sitting and pacing. Sometimes I even get to go out and do some shopping so that I can cook dinner. It really is the dream. Yeah, this is what I always wanted. It's a much more fulfilling life than you have, I bet.
Yeah, it sounds like you're only doing things that I've only dreamed of.
That's right. I'm sure that you're basically on the edge of being homeless every day. You wish that you had the luxuries that I do. But I suppose most people would probably kill to be in my shoes right now. I mean, you really must be living in some kind of pathetic little shack or something. Maybe you have a bunch of roommates and you all have to take turns using that one toilet. But I guess that's just how poor people with no money have to live their lives. Thank goodness that isn't me. I could never.
Can you please stop making so many baseless assumptions about my life? You seriously have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'm sorry. You probably don't even have a real place. You probably just work at some factory and go sleep in the factory housing or something. Maybe you have to put in quarters in the showers because you don't even have your own bathroom at all. Oh man, that's so funny to think about. Imagine how horrible that must be. Oh man, that's so funny. I think I could cry.
What in the world makes you think any of what you're saying about me is true?
Well, it has to be. I mean, you're still not married, so there's no way your life is anything but that. You're just a sad, pathetic loser, and that's all you will ever be until you get married again. And until that day comes, you'll just be living in your sad little shack with all your sad little roommates from your sad little factory job. You're like some kind of adult Oliver Twist, but you're still in your 30s, and you're still not married. Oh man, I am seriously laughing so much that my stomach is hurting.
Seriously? What is the matter with you? Are you really laughing so hard at your own messed up delusions?
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure that one day someone is going to want to marry a divorced old hag like you. As if, right? One of these days you'll have to tell me all about your sad, pathetic little life.
Well, for starters, my sad, pathetic house costs $1 million, so...
Wait, what? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the condo where I live downtown. I'm sure that it might not compare to the kinds of McMansions that you see out in the suburbs, but I'm very, very happy with it. The location and size and everything is just about perfect for me. Not to mention it's right by the coast, so I get to wake up to sea breeze and an ocean view every morning.
But wait, your house costs $1 million? That doesn't make any sense at all. How can someone like you afford to live there? There's no way that some sad little assembly line job can get you a place like that. How can you afford to live right on the coast? That isn't fair.
I already told you that you had no idea what you were talking about in the slightest. But 3 years ago, when Xavier left me for you, I decided to go and start my own business. It took a lot of work and effort, but now I'm valued at millions of dollars.
Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense at all. How can that be? I had no idea that you went and started your own business. This can't be right. You're lying to me. I just know it.
Do you really think that I would lie to you about something like this?
Of course you are. There's no way that any of that is true at all. I refuse to believe that you've done so well for yourself. I mean, I stole your husband and he was supposed to be your ticket to the good life. There's no way that you made it so far all by yourself. You're not supposed to do that.
Why not? Because I was a housewife when I was married to Xavier? Well, while I was in the house all day, I was working hard to perfect my craft as a graphic designer. I posted my work on a bunch of places and managed to save up a fair bit for myself by the time that you and Xavier ran off together.
And now you've gone and made all that money just being a graphic designer?
Well, you remember how I was always into artsy things when I was little, right? Well, I had so much time around the house that I wanted to get back into art, and I really worked at my skill. Xavier would always get mad at me for doing it since he thought I could never make any real money from it, but I guess it shows what he knows.
So then what? You're some kind of professional, full-time artiste or something? And you make hundreds of thousands of dollars?
No, nothing like that. I did try and self-publish a couple of things at first, but it never really went anywhere. Although my work was good enough to catch the eyes of some people who invested into my company when I started it. And now it's a huge success.
So then you're really the head of your own illustration company?
I am, although I can't really say that I have all that many employees or anything. But we all work together on really big projects that bring in a lot for us. In fact, your ex-boyfriend Jeremy even works for me. I don't think we would have gotten as far as we did in our job without him, to be honest.
Wait a second, what? Are you kidding me? Does Jeremy really work for you?
That's right. I felt so bad for the way you treated him, but remember that he was also a really good artist. So when I started my company, I reached out to him and asked if he'd like to come and work for me. He said he'd love to since he was having such a hard time finding work after you left him. And ever since I hired him, he's been basically my best employee ever since.
But I had no idea that someone like Jeremy was any good at anything.
Well, he really is. I think he's actually making something like $100,000 a year or so now.
He's really making that much money. You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, he's always punctual and quick to turn in his work. All of our clients are fighting over him. He's a solid pillar of my company as by himself, so I make sure that he's well paid. And thanks to him, we've been attracting even more larger clients who are all hoping to have the Jeremy touch to their project. I think we even recently took a contract from the company that Xavier works for.
Oh, wait a second. Are you serious? You're really working with Javi's company right now? But they're huge. They could work with anyone they wanted to.
That's right. But I guess the CEO really liked our work, and so he signed us on for a huge ad campaign.
I don't believe it. I really just don't know what to say at all. You started your own company and now you're doing so well. Not only that, but you hired my ex-boyfriend who was making $100,000 a year. That's even more than he was making at his old job.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Darn, now that I think about it, I really should have gone to your wedding after all. You said that a bunch of Xavier's coworkers were there, right? Was the CEO?
Yes, he was actually. Javi is a really good employee and he wanted to make a good impression, so he invited the CEO of his company.
Well, shoot, I should have gone to formally meet him. We've been chatting over email for some time now. But I guess then I would have been the only person on your side of the wedding who would have shown up, right? That would probably be pretty awkward.
Sis, I can't be with Javi anymore. You can have him back.
What are you talking about? Why would I ever take Xavier back? Why would you even think that I want him back?
Fine, whatever. Don't take him back. I don't care. I just need to get with Jeremy. He makes way more money than Javi does.
Well, I really don't think that Jeremy wants anything to do with you at all.
What are you talking about? You don't think he'll take me back? He's still totally obsessed with me, isn't he?
I really don't think so. In fact, I'm pretty sure he's already engaged to be married, in fact.
Hold on, what? You have to be kidding me. I already told Javi that I wanted a divorce. We already signed the paperwork for it.
Wait, what? You've already split up with Xavier? Are you crazy or something?
It's true. I really thought that Jeremy would still be all lonely and depressed without me. When you told me that he was such a successful artist, I thought it was because he was so depressed. I mean, that's why artists are good, right? I figured he must have still been upset over losing me, and that's why his art was so good, so I was sure he would take me back.
Oh, well, that's stupid of you. I'm pretty sure he's doing so well because I gave him a second chance at life and he's engaged. His art is coming from a good place, if you ask me.
But what am I supposed to do? I already packed up my bags and I'm living in a hotel now. I was going to reach out to Jeremy and tell him that I'm ready for him to take me back whenever. I don't have enough money to stay here forever.
Dang, well, those all sound like you problems. In fact, I never want you to come to me with any of your problems or bragging again. I'm going to do what I should have done a long time ago and block you.
No, wait, you can't do this to me. Please don't leave me. You're all I have left.
I heard through the grapevine that after Cassidy left him, Xavier's performance plummeted, and soon he was sent to work in the boiler room of his company, far away from any chance at promotion. As for Cassidy, she had to quickly sell a bunch of her stuff and move into a new place. I hear that she's sharing a one-bedroom apartment with 5 other people, and they all have to share a single toilet. As for Jeremy, he continues to be my star artist and even invited me to his wedding, which I wait to attend. As for myself, business is going along as usual. I do always feel bad that Cassidy and I could never patch things up, but I just couldn't stand her interfering in my life anymore.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.
You have got some serious nerve, do you know that? Honestly, just where do you get off? I want you to tell me exactly why I'm not allowed back at my own parents' house. And just when did you move in there and start living with them, huh? I don't remember that ever being a thing. Fiona, what is this all about? I'm afraid I really don't understand. I am talking about my parents' house. That house is my house. Do you understand? How dare you just barge in there as if you own the place? I mean, you even had the gall to take over my own bedroom. And now I can't even go back there to live with them. I want you out of that house right away. Do you understand me? Sorry, so you're wanting to move back in with your parents right now. Is that what's going on? But I thought that you had moved to New York last spring, right? You said at the last family dinner about how you had found some really great job and they were going to put you up out there, right? I know what I said, thank you very much, but I quit that job and I am never ever going back. I just want to live with my parents in my hometown and that's that, okay? You quit your job, but you really just started it, didn't you? I know that I just started it, but I didn't like it one bit and I hate New York City. Why do you think I'm coming back and wanting to move back in the first place? But imagine my shock when I find out that you and my brother have moved in with my parents since I moved out. I don't ever remember telling you that you were allowed to live there or use my room, Cassandra. I want to move back in there because what's the point of paying rent on some place when you can just live with your parents and not have to worry about anything? Oh, Fiona, I'm really sorry. I thought that Cameron would have told you that we were moving in already. But yeah, we all agreed to do this after you moved out for your job in the big city. Well, now I'm moving back, so you and Cameron can go ahead and pack up all your things because you both are moving out. So leave and give me back my room already. Fiona, please, you can't be serious about that. I mean, we did so much in preparation for this, you can't just announce that you're moving back and expect everyone to accommodate for you. Do you know how troublesome it's going to be for us to do what you want? You think you're going to be inconvenienced by this? What about me? I quit my job. I'm unemployed. Don't you get it? I have no job and no house at all. If you don't want to move out, then the least that you can do is pay my rent in my new place. You really think we're just going to pay for a whole apartment that we aren't living in? Well, if you don't like it, then you know what you have to do.
Cass, are you there? I really am sorry to bug you like this while you're at work, but I had something that I needed to talk to you about. You didn't, by chance, happen to get some messages from Fiona, did you?
Oh yes, we were actually just talking to each other not that long ago, if you must know. She told me that she was going to be moving back in and that she wanted us out of the house. She said that if we didn't want to do that, then we could just pay her rent for her where she's at now.
I can't believe that she would do something like this. She's being so ridiculous. Ugh, Cass, I am so sorry that you're having to deal with this. My sister has never really been good at not getting her way.
I'll say, I was pretty surprised when she started sending me those messages. She can't honestly expect us to just pack up and leave at the drop of a hat like this, right? I thought that she was just so excited to start her job in New York. I have no idea what happened or what made her want to come back.
I know, it really is all so sudden. I actually just heard about it from Fiona right now, and even I'm floored. I didn't even see this coming at all.
I remember when she told everyone about the job, she was so excited that she said she was never ever going to come back home. She said she was going to be a city girl from then on out. That's why your parents came to us in the first place. They thought this would be a chance for them to spend more time with their eldest son. But I had no idea that we would only have such a short time to live in the house before being asked by Fiona to leave.
I know what you mean. Something must have happened that really disillusioned her with whatever it was that pushed her to New York in the first place. I really did think that this was something that she wanted to do, though, so I wonder what must have happened.
Do you have any idea what it could have been at all? She was excited to leave, but now she seems so desperate to come back.
Well, the thing about Fiona is that around these parts, she's really smart and beautiful, right? She was actually always talking, ever since she was little, about wanting to go to the big city and make it big. But I guess that maybe she was just intimidated by how many kinds of different people there are in a place like that. Maybe she realized that her smarts and looks wouldn't take her as far there as they had here, and she got a bit intimidated. Or maybe there was something about the job that just made her really want to quit and come home.
You really think that's what it could have been? That she just got her ego bruised a little?
I really have no idea what it is with her, but I guess now that she's made up her mind, do you think you could move out of the house, maybe?
Wait, what? Cameron, please tell me you're joking, right? Of course I'm not just going to move out of the house. That's ridiculous. I literally got a new job just so you and I could move out here together, remember?
I know, but it's just, well, it's kind of out of our hands now, really. I tried telling Fiona that this was our home now, but she just wasn't listening at all. So I think you just don't really have a choice anymore.
So you're really telling me that I need to move out of the house to make room for your sister? Your parents begged for you and I to come and live with them, and now you're saying you want to end it? I get that Fiona's feeling down, but this is all just so rude. It isn't fair at all.
Come on now, Cass. Don't be such a baby about this. It's not like anyone is forcing you to do anything. I just asked if you could move out is all.
And that's still super rude of you. I mean, how could you even ask me that?
I know, but neither of us know that Fiona was going to come back, right? We thought that she was going to be in New York forever, but now she's not. Besides, just think of how lonely my dad is without his daughter around.
Don't you start with me, Cameron. I was against moving in with your parents this whole time, but you insisted that we do it over and over again. Even your dad told you to drop it since he could tell that I didn't want to do it. You even agreed to do all of the housekeeping if I did agree to move in with your parents. But instead, I've been doing most of it all the time.
Okay, I get it. Jeez. I was just asking because I thought you might say yes if it was from me. But I'm sorry for even mentioning it. I really didn't think that you would freak out on me like this is all.
What do you mean? Why are you trying to act as if I'm in the wrong for not wanting to move out?
Because this is my little sister coming back to live with the family. But I guess I'll just have to tell her that you're refusing to move out and that she'll just have to have good luck finding a place to live. But I'm sure that will fix this whole situation, don't you think?
Cameron, why are you doing this? You're really making me feel bad about just not wanting to move away for this. When are you going to do as I say and finally move out, huh? Do you have any idea just how much trouble you've been putting me through? Everything that's going wrong with my life is all your fault. My fault? Are you kidding me? Just how do you figure that, huh? It's not just me that you're causing trouble for, though. I mean, do you think that my mom and dad would really prefer to live with some woman they hardly know versus their own daughter? And you need to read the room and recognize that you are not wanted here at all. So hurry up, get the picture, and move out already. Read the room? You have seriously got to be kidding me. That is rich coming from you. But I guess you might be right about one thing. Everyone has been acting very cold towards me these days. You mean you only noticed them acting that way towards you now? It took you long enough, I'll say. That's right. Everyone here must just be so worried about you. I hear all about how they are making every effort to go and visit you. They're even cooking and cleaning for you, isn't that right? And just what is wrong with that, huh? My parents have always enjoyed spoiling me when they can, and this is no different. I don't see anything wrong with them wanting to take care of their daughter while she's so distressed after coming home from New York. So far be it from me to tell them to not take care of me if that's what they want to do. And when they do get back from your apartment, they all treat me like I'm to blame for them having to go back and forth from the house. I've been told that I'm just being cruel for making you live like that when all I want to do is not have to move again. Well, if people are telling you that, then I guess you had better listen to them then, huh? Can't you see that everyone wants you out of here already? You would make everything easier for everyone if you were gone. And even your own brother is starting to go back on his word even more and making me do more and more of the housework. And even though he's cooking for me as well, I've been getting more and more instant noodles, and that's it. You know, your dad won't even look me in the eye anymore. Cameron said that none of this is going to stop until I've moved out. I don't have any other friends in this family at all. Everyone is blaming me for this. Well, maybe that's because it's all your fault, Cassandra. If you would just move out of the house, then all of this would come to an end for you. I mean, are you really so lazy that having to do your own housework and cooking is all that upsetting for you? You don't contribute anything at all while you leech off of my family, and you think you have a right to complain? I have no idea how you were raised, but you really need to get a grip on reality if you think this is okay. Hold on a second. You think that I'm being a leech on your family? Well, of course you are. You refuse to move out or do any chores or cooking or anything like that. Meanwhile, you eat the food in our house, sleep in a bed under their roof. What else do you call that but a leech? And everyone knows it too, because you're sucking off of everyone. When are you going to wake up and realize that nobody wants you? You have no idea what you're talking about at all. I have no idea why everyone is being so cruel to me. I am sick and tired of your complaints. Just shut up and leave already. I mean, why haven't you moved out? Oh, don't you worry. I'm going back to my parents' house right now. I can't deal with this anymore. Well, good riddance, I say. It's about time you left my family alone. And now that you're finally gone, I get to go back to my life with my family. But I'll never get back the time that you stole from me. At least I'll be able to rest and relax without having to worry about you ever coming back. I just hope that you've taken all your stuff with you. Oh, don't you worry about that. In fact, if I were you, I would start cleaning up your apartment to make room for your family. Just what is that supposed to mean? Why in the world would I need to get my apartment ready for my family? I'm going to live with them, remember? Except that I'm actually in the process of selling your house right now. So I'm afraid that your family won't have anywhere else to live. You all better start looking for a new place. Oh wait, what? Seriously, what are you even talking about? What do you mean you sold my family's house? That doesn't make any sense. There is no way that you could have done something like that. I mean, I know you're upset that you're getting thrown out, but there's no need to make up a lie like this. I'm not lying about anything, Fiona. It was my name on the house's deed, you see. That still doesn't make any sense at all. Why would your name be on my family house's deed? You really don't pay attention to anything that goes on with your family that doesn't concern you, do you? I took over the deed to the house from the moment Cameron and I moved in with them. In fact, it was your family that forced me to do that, if you really want to know. But why would they do that? Why would they want your name on that? It all goes back to when we moved in, you see. Cameron had been begging me to go along with it and even offered to do all of the housework if I agreed. He told me that I wouldn't have to do any more work if we did this, and I trust him. But then he started to scratch away at his promise bit by bit. What do you mean by that? What did he do? Well, first everyone was so grateful that I had finally agreed, but then Cameron said that we would need to buy a new washing machine to fit all of our clothes in. Then he said that we would need to get a brand new fridge to fit enough food for us all, and bit by bit we started buying all new things for the house. In the end, we must have spent over $100,000 upgrading the house. Hold on a second, you've spent over $100,000 on the house? That's right. I told him that I wanted his parents to pay me back for some of that money, but he suggested I just put my name on the deed on the house and call it even. I told him that that was taking it too far and that surely we could think of something else. But he just kept insisting about it until you finally agreed to just take the house. I really didn't think that he was going to go along with it, but I guess he really didn't want to have him or his parents pay me back that much money. He pretended to be so sad about losing the house, but I could tell that he just thought he was getting a great deal. I don't believe it! Why would he do something so stupid? I didn't even sign off on it in the end, but they had basically done all the paperwork needed, and one day when I got home from work, Cameron said that all I needed to do was sign. I was sick of arguing with him over it, so I just agreed to it then and there. He told me that now we were even for all the appliances. Except they made me continue to pay for all of the utilities. I've even been the one buying groceries for everyone. I don't believe it. I don't know what to say. I had no idea that you were already paying for so much for everyone this whole time. Not only that, but then Cameron started to make me do more and more of the housework. So I had to pay more and do more around the house, all while I was still going to work. I was already starting to get to the end of my wits when all of a sudden this happened and your family started treating me even worse. But when I realized that no one was going to stand up for me anymore, I knew what I had to do. And by that, you mean you signed the house back over to my parents, right? Oh no, nothing like that at all.
Hey, Cass, just what the heck is going on here, huh? I just heard from Fiona that you told her that you were selling our house? What's the matter with you? If you really wanted to move out permanently, you should have just given us the house back. You don't have to sell it.
Yeah, I thought about doing that for a little bit. Then I chose to sell the house anyway. After all, I felt like I was pretty justified in doing it.
And what is that supposed to mean?
It means that you all pushed me to the point where I had no qualms about selling the house without even telling any of you. So enjoy finding a new place to live.
But you can't just do this to us. It isn't fair. What's the matter with you?
Do you have any idea the kinds of things that you've been putting me through? You begged me to move in with your parents when you knew I didn't want to do it, and then you treated me like I was in the way for not wanting to move out. I can't stand the thought of spending another day in the house with all of you.
Cass, please, just hold on. We can talk about this, can't we? You have to know that I'm so sorry for everything up till now. I really didn't know that you felt like this. I'm sorry for forcing you to move in with my family, but you don't have to do this.
It's too late. I've already made up my mind, and I am going to be selling the house. I don't care what you say to me or how many times you apologize.
Is this about money? We can pay you back for all the things that you bought, I swear. You just can't do it all at once is the thing.
I don't want to hear it from you, and that still won't make me any less upset with you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have better things to do than talk in circles with you. I can't believe you really threw my whole family out of their house. They're all cramped inside my tiny apartment now, and it's all your fault. Aw, did you finally have your little family reunion? I'm so happy for you all. The least you could have done is pay for all of their moving fees. Do you have any idea how expensive it was for them? I have already given them more than enough of my money. I certainly don't intend on giving them any more. Please, you have to do something to get them out of here. I can't stand being in such tight quarters with them. I'm going to go crazy. Yeah, that really doesn't sound like my problem at all. I guess you'll all just have to start working and save up until you can afford a better place. But this isn't fair. I quit my job because I hated working and just wanted to live with my family and have them take care of me. It wasn't supposed to be this way. Not long after that, Cameron and I finalized our divorce. About a week after my last talk with Fiona, Cameron's entire family showed up on my doorstep and begged for my forgiveness. I told them that I wasn't going to talk about anything with them until the divorce papers were signed. After Cameron did, I said that I would need a few days to think about what to do. I was only a month lease at that place, and I used those couple days to pack up my bags and move to my real new house in the next city over. I managed to get myself as far away from Cameron and his family as I could before they realized what I was doing. I changed my number and did everything I could to make sure they could never find me again.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.